What's going on YouTube? It's Giga here, bringing you some more Series 1 Wi-Fi battles with live commentary. Today we are continuing to use Tom's team. We didn't have the best success with it yesterday, but hoping to have a little bit more success today. So looking at my opponent's first team, it is Armarouge with Indeedee, a Sylveon Torkoal, a Amoonguss, and an Arcanine. So this is a team that really wants Trick Room, right? We have Tyranitar, right? We can mono into a dark type, or terastallize into a dark type, which is huge. The big question now is Ice Spinner. I think this is fine. Let's bring Houndstone in the back, and then I mean, we can't really stop the Tailwind, or not the Tailwind, the Trick Room. Do I want Toedscruel? Toedscruel, let's bring it. Let's try it. Right. So here is the big question, right? The big question that I have, is it Trick Room Indeedee? So Trick Room Indeedee technically isn't like a thing, but it is like allowed on the ladder. It's really weird. And also as we're getting into it, like make sure to subscribe, right? We are working our way towards 1 billion subscribers, and we really can't get there without you. Also definitely make sure to check me out on Twitch, right? I have been trying to stream a lot, planning on doing some Charizard raids as well as some high star raids on Twitch. So look for that. All right, so we have some options here, right? We can go for an Earthquake. I'm going to Terra Rock and go for a Rock Slide, just trying to get as much damage as possible. And then I'm going to Dragon Claw into the Armarouge. Right, it could go for a Wide Guard. Like, that's what I'm afraid of Wide Guard and Trick Room Indeedee. Because, like, technically Trick Room Indeedee is not allowed, but you can get it from raids. And it is allowed in, like, the ranked season. They haven't stopped that. So that's really what I'm worried about, right? And so if that is the play, we should be able to deal with it pretty effectively. They also could read, right, me terastallizing into a rock type and just go for what's it called? Go for the double expanding force and just hoping that they're faster. We are going to see this come out. It very well could be an ice type or a grass type. I probably should have gone for the Ice Spinner to get rid of the terrain, as it is indeed going to be that grass type. A lot of Armarouges have been terastallizing into that, so I should have gone for the Ice Spinner. Dragon Claw, let's see how much this does. Doing a really solid chunk. Rock Slide going to double connect here, right? So this should be pretty good for us. Perfect. We are going to get that knockout, and most likely we are going to see what's it called? That expanding force coming out from the Indeedee, right? Just given the fact that we didn't see anything else. It is actually eject button, so this is really good for us, right? Because it means that the Indeedee isn't going to do any damage. I'm assuming the idea is following me Trick Room and then ejecting into another sweeper. So we are going to see the Sylveon come out, right? Sylveon, as a result of us being a dark type, or no longer a dark type, are not going to take a ton of damage. I probably do want to pivot out Dragonite though, right? Yeah, I do want to get rid of, or pivot out my Dragonite. We are going to see the Arcanine come in here. So there's no way to set up Trick Room. We do have Houndstone in the back. I'm going to go for another Rock Slide here, as well as go for... I can't do that. I'm choice banded. Let's double up into the Arcanine, right? I feel confident in the amount of damage that we can do with this Rock Slide, even at -1, right? Given the fact that we are terastallized. And so the Arcanine, unfortunately, is going to be faster, but interesting choice to not go for the Flare Blitz for a chance of burn. That will let us fire off a big Dragon Claw, which I would have liked the knockout there, which is huge. And we are going to double connect another Rock Slide. So that's really good damage, right? We are going to put that Sylveon in 2-hit KO range. And so that should... Okay, we are going to see the Hyper Voice, right? Into the Dragonite. Critically, we do survive, which means that even with the Throat Spray, it's not the end of the world, right? We can Dragon Claw to KO the Indeedee, and then try and go from there. And we still have Houndstone, which is faster. So we're gonna quickly. Okay, so let's just go for another Rock Slide here, and then just go for a Dragon Claw into the Indeedee, right? We're just going for damage at this point. They do make a very smart call, right, of going for the Protect. And so this is where it gets a little bit tricky if they, what's it called? They fire off some stuff. Okay, so yeah, let's see how much we do here, right? They could Throat Spray for the double knockout, which is a little scary, depending on how low it is, right? Okay, perfect. We are just going to get the knockout there. I was going to say, we do have the ability to go for spread with Houndstone, but at this point, right, we can go for the Earthquake, right? We don't even need to risk the accuracy at this point. So yeah, we can click an Earthquake here, as well as go for the Dragon Claw, right? There's not much that they can do at this point. And so it looks like we will be able to take this one. So always like a really good start, right? Especially given how yesterday went. So overall, really happy with it. A fairly quick one, right? We just put on a ton of pressure right from the start, and my opponent really couldn't come back from that. Ice Spinner would have been nice. I don't think it mattered, actually. I think Dragon Claw was the right call. So either way, overall, a really solid first battle, and let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 2, and it is similar stuff here, right? It is a Scizor, Armarouge, Indeedee, an Amoonguss, Garchomp, and Tauros. So there are a couple options, right? We could do the same. I like the same lead, right, of Tyranitar, Dragon. It's really scary. It's really 50-50, right? If they lead Indeedee, Armarouge, Tyranitar, Dragonite is great, as we just saw. If they lead like Scizor, it's kind of risky here. Let's bring Houndstone in the back, and then let's try Toedscruel, right? I want to give it a shot, but we'll play around with that. Sorry, I'm quickly checking something. Cool. Let's see here. Is this the same person? Maybe. Okay, so we're gonna see Amoonguss. Okay. Let's. All right, we're gonna see the psychic thing come out on the Amoonguss. I'm gonna, I mean on the Indeedee. So I'm gonna go Ice Spinner. Right, that does what. All right, I'm gonna Ice Spinner into the Amoonguss here, and I'm gonna go for a Terra Rock Slide. This lead makes me feel like they're going for Trick Room Indeedee. So that's a little scary. We are going to see a Terra come out from... oh, that's me. I was like, we're going to see my opponent terrestrialize their Amoonguss, forgetting that I will be Terraing first as a result of the fact that Tyranitar is faster. So let's see here, right? If we can get rid of the terrain, that's huge. We're seeing no redirection, so that's also really nice. And so now it's really going to be a question of, do we hit our Rock Slide? And so if we can get rid of the Amoonguss, right, I feel really good. The big question, though, like I said, is this going to be Trick Room Indeedee? Because there's really not anything that I can do. Yeah. That's so annoying. Yeah, so none of the checks are in place for this Indeedee. So like there's nothing I could have done to stop. I could have doubled up into the Indeedee. I did get rid of the terrain, so that's at least something. I don't know if I live a double up. I'm gonna Ice Spinner into the Armarouge and go for a Rock Slide, right? I expect you to Terra into... Okay, we're gonna see that. That's actually really bad. Actually, no, let's see how much this Rock Slide does, right? It should still potentially knock out. Okay, perfect, right? We do have to take a hit from the Armarouge. I'm expecting it to be, what's it called? An Expanding Force, but I'm hoping that... Okay. Oh, we made it go faster. Perfect, right? Okay, easy. Easy money. Cool. So now we're up 4-0 or 4-1. And so the question really is, what do you have in the back, and can it come back from this? I don't really think anything should be able to come back from this type of a 4v1, but you know, it's gonna be Scizor. So Scizor, maybe. I'm gonna switch out into Toedscruel, and I'm gonna just go for oh, Rock Slide is super effective on a Scizor? Oh, because there's nothing in that slot. That's really annoying. Okay, cool. So we are going to be able to take that one. Overall, just another really quick battle. I'm really happy to kind of like push through this stuff. So, you know, let's just keep rocking and rolling and move to the next one. All right, battle number 3. Depending on how long it takes, I might end it here. We'll see. It is Gengar Garchomp with Rotom, a Grimmsnarl, a Corviknight, and Annihilate. Tyranitar doesn't have a rock move. Or what is Tyranitar now? I mean, Dragonite with Talonflame just feels great here. Right? We have the ability just to immediately go for big ice type attacks if we need to. Like, there's a lot of flexibility we have. I'm going to bring Tyranitar and then Houndstone, maybe? Toedscruel is tempting, right? It is our only answer if it's Iron Defense Corviknight. But even then, right, we don't do great damage into it. Let's do it. Let's stick with this. I think that this is probably our best bet. Cool. Let's do that. I should also put on my brace for my wrist because I've like angered my carpal tunnel from playing so much Pokemon recently. So let's see what we're gonna see here. Right, we are gonna see Garchomp Corviknight. So I very much would like to just Ice Spinner into the Garchomp. I'm gonna Dragon Claw into the Garchomp. What do they have in the back? How do I see that? Plus. I think that Dragon Claw is actually the better bet. So I'm going to Dragon Claw here, and then I'm gonna set up a Tailwind. I think that that's our best bet. I mean, if they Terrasilize like into... Okay, we're not gonna see a Terra type. Okay, perfect. Dragon Claw coming out into the Garchomp. Enough for the knockout. We are going to get rough skinned, but that's not a big deal. And so now, what is this Corviknight going to do? I really hope it is not Iron Defense. It is going to just be a Tailwind of their own. Okay, huge. So now we are in a... I mean, okay, so if we're seeing Tailwind on Corviknight, right, that really makes me think that it is not Iron Defense, right? I mean, I guess it could be Iron Defense Body Press, which would be a little weird. I'm gonna Dragon Claw into the Rotom. Like this is I'm gonna Protect. I want Talonflame to hang out for a bit, so I want to kind of scout a little what's gonna happen. We could see the Rotom go for a Will-O-Wisp into my Dragonite, which is fine, right? We do want to switch out the Dragonite at some point. I think what I want to do the subsequent turn is switch Dragonite out into Tyranitar. My opponent makes a good read here, or not a read, I guess, going for the Brave Bird into my Dragonite. Also good to note that that Corviknight's really fast, as we get a lot of damage onto the Rotom. Unfortunately, it is Citrus Berry. So it's going to heal up, probably a Will-O-Wisp, right? It is going to be a Thunderbolt, so a really smart call, doubling up into my Dragonite. I'm going to switch out into Tyranitar here, and then I'm going to go for a Brave Bird onto the Talonflame, or onto the Rotom, right? Trying to get as much damage there as I can. I think I want to preserve Dragonite for the end game, right? Maybe. we'll see, right? If I can chip away at Corvignite, we should be in pretty good shape, right? And we also do have Sand Rush on our thing. Very good protect there. Very good protect there. And so now we are going to lose our, what's it called? Our Gale Wing, as we are going to see probably, okay, it is going to be a Brave Bird going into the Tyranitar. So not that bad. Unfortunately, though, like I said, Gale Wing will be broken. I don't think it's the end of the world, right? Given the fact that Corvignite just is so fast. We do have a nice special defense boost. I'm gonna be really greedy here. I'm gonna go for a Dragon Dance and then protect here. And my thought process with that is I mean, like, I have a special defense boost, right? Thanks to the Sandstorm. So the question is really, how much am I going to take from Hydro Pump? I'm hoping the answer is not that much. Because then we can Terra into a ground type and just really try and put on some pressure. We're going to see the taunt perfect going into the Talonflame, trying to just eat that up. As we will see, probably, yep, the Hydro Pump. Let's see how much this does. Perfect. We do survive. That's going to let us get up our Dragon Dance. And so I'm hoping at this point that we are the fastest thing on the field. Let's see here. I mean, that's not helpful. Okay, so I'm going to set up a Tailwind, right? I need to get that up. I'm going to go for a Rock Slide here and then get up our own Tailwind once again, just ensuring that we maintain that speed that we need. We are going to see a Protect come out from the Rotom. A pretty smart call here. Imagine if I had gone for another Tailwind or another Dragon Dance. We are going to find out what's going to happen here, right? We will fire off that. Did I not Terrasilize? I probably forgot to Terrasilize, which was my bad. I would have really appreciated that extra damage that I did not get. Okay, that's really annoying. I wanted to Terrasilize and I did not get it. We do have our boost. I'm gonna bring out Dragonite here, right? Because what I can do at this point is I can go for a Fire Punch onto the Corvignite. I'm gonna Fire Punch here, and I'm going to go for a Brave Bird onto the Rotom, just trying to do as much damage as we can, right? I don't expect Talonflame to be like that great source of damage, but I'm hoping the Banded Fire Punch, right, will be enough to take out this Corvignite from this range. I'm wondering if I had Terrasilize. No, I don't think so. I was going to say if I had Terrasilize, would I have gotten enough of a damage boost to survive? And luckily, they're going to fail their Protect. I don't think it was necessary. Brave Bird, let's see how much this does. Not quite enough, but it is going to add up with Chip, right? And hopefully the Sandstorm too. Fire Punch going to come out here onto the Corvignite. We do get a really big KO, right? So now they're going to set up. And more importantly, right, we are losing, we should be losing our Dragonite this turn. Yeah, so we can bring out Houndstone, which will get a nice boost to its damage as a result of things getting knocked out with last respects. So it should have, I think, 100 to its or 100 damage boost increase right now. We can go potentially for a Snarl, right, depending on what they have in the back, right, because I kind of want to get rid of this Rotom. If we have a good source of damage into it, we are going to see, okay, perfect. Annihilate is huge, right? I can go for a Snarl, and then I can Brave Bird into this Annihilate, just trying to get some good damage across the board here. And so hopefully, right, we can, hopefully Snarl KOs the Rotom. I'm kind of banking on that. This is like a little bit of a risky play, right? We're saying, hey, I'm going to spread out the damage. We're going to see the Protect coming out from the Annihilate. So a really good read from my opponent there. The question is, okay, they're just going to double Protect. Just trying to scout out what I'm going to do here. And also, I'm assuming having my Tailwind expire. Okay, let's see if there's still sand, right? That's going to be huge for us. Right, because if we can break a potential Sash on the Annihilate, that's really good. I'm fine to go for the same thing, right? A Snarl and a Brave Bird onto this Annihilate should hopefully get the knockout, right? I'm really banking on the amount of damage that we're going to do. My opponent could go for like a double Protect, right? we are going to see the terrestrialization happening from the most likely the Annihilate. I'm guessing into Terra Ghost. I can't see what type that is. It is Terra Water. So that's potentially really scary. Let's see how much this Brave Bird is going to do. I forgot that this thing has no attack investment. Snarl going to double connect. We don't take... Oh, that's bad. Oh, that's so bad. That's... Okay. Bulk up I can work with. I'm assuming you're gonna... Yep, you're gonna Thunderbolt into the Talonflame. I'm assuming that this is the last turn of Tailwind, too. So now you are going to be faster. Yeah, I screwed up really big time here. I should have just last respects into the Annihilate. That was my bad. I keep forgetting that this Talonflame has no investment. Okay, so let's see what happens, right? Oh, we're just still fat. Oh my god, why are you alive? Alright, I mean... Did I not terrestrialize again? I didn't. Okay, so my button... That's annoying. I should have won that. I need to figure out what's wrong with my controller. Or maybe I'd already terrestrialized. I don't know. You know what? I don't want to end there. We're gonna play one more. So yeah, let's just keep rocking and rolling and play one more. All right, actual last battle of the day. Once again, it is very, very Trick Room oriented, right? We are seeing Annihilate with Farigarath, a Torkoal with a Gastrodon, Indeedee, and Amarouge. So if it ain't broke, don't fix it. These two, I think, are our best bet. We are going to bring, let's bring Toedscruel, and then I like Grafaiai potentially to copy some ability. I think I need Toedscruel for the Gastrodon. And the question then is, what do I want in the back? I'm going to bring Houndstone. I'm going to make sure to see the terrestrialization thing light up, because I thought that I clicked it, but I guess I didn't. Sorry, that was an important thing that I had to answer. So yeah, I think our general plan, right, is the same. We do have the ability to go for the spinner, so that should really help us. The thing though is, right, we just need to stop Trick Room. If I knew, or what's it called, if Earthquake was enough damage, I would love to just go for Earthquake instead. But I think we have to Rock Slide, right? And then this is going to be the question of, is that Indeedee going to have Trick Room? Which I like. There's no way for me to account for both, right? I can't deal with both of them potentially having Trick Room, as we are going to see Farigarath with the Annihilate. So a little scary for sure. I'm going to just Dragon Claw here. Rock Slide is not very effective, so I'm going to go for an Earthquake, just trying to get as much damage as possible. It's very possible that the Annihilate is Scarf, right? We could see a Scarf Final Gambit into a Trick Room from the Farigarath, which could, you know, is not really ideal, but once again, it's something that I can't stop. The Rock Slide potentially would have been better to have the chance of a flinch, but we might have to like switch out our Tyranitar to bring it back in for changing the weather if they have something like a Torkoal in the back, which I very much expect at this point. But we'll see here, right? It could be a Final Gambit. That's kind of what I'm expecting, Scarf Final Gambit, as we are seeing the terrestrialization, so maybe not... Okay, it is going to be the Giraffe, so it still is possible. It is going to be a Fairy type, so we really don't like that, especially because I think I clicked Dragon Claw. So that's bad. We are going to see the close combat, though. Tyranitar is going to go down here, but I'm hoping that we're faster than the Giraffe, and we can, what's it called? We can knock it out with... Okay, perfect. We're going to be faster. It should be perfect. We are going to get that knockout here. I'm guessing it's going to be a Trick Room coming out from the giraffe. It is going to be a Dazzling Gleam. Okay, so we're potentially down 2 Pokemon. We're not. Okay. This is a bad spot to be in. I'm gonna bring out Houndstone because we can go for other stuff, right? We do have our what's it called? We do have our Assault Vest, so that's something that we can take to our advantage, right? We are locked into Dragon Claw, but whatever they're bringing out next to the giraffe is not a fairy, so we can take advantage of that, right? Start getting off some good damage. We could potentially go for a Snarl, right? Trying to say, hey, I'm trying to live. As we will see, it is going to be the Armor Rouge coming out here. So we know that that thing is locked into staying what type it is. So I'm fine to go for a Dragon Claw, as well as making sure the button clicks and going for a Last Respects into the Armor Rouge, right? At this, it should be strong enough at this range to get the knockout. And so that's kind of my plan here. You saw that I clicked the button. I need to stop doing that. Perfect. We are just going to be able to fire that off. And let's kind of see what happens. I think that this is our best bet, right? If we can just KO everything around the Farigiraf and make it so Dragon Claw, right, or Last Respects is just super strong. Let's see how much this does. I'm hoping. Oh, perfect. It's gonna get the knockout. But unfortunately, right, that means that we're not going to do any damage to Farigiraf because it is a fairy type. And I'm guessing it's going to be another Dazzling Gleam, right? Yep, we are going to see the Dazzling Gleam come out. Let's see how much this does with the Assault Vest. Perfect. It is doing no damage at all. And we are just getting stronger and stronger with our hits. So we can, what's it called? Just really, yeah. And we're also getting the pressure coming out from the Sandstorm. So this is pretty good for us, right? We can bring out Toedscruel here. Target down whatever is in that slot. It is going to be the Indeedee. So that's actually Indeedee is a little scary here. Indeedee is scary. Cool. I get a nice little special defense boost. Oh, it's the Mirror Herb. That's fun. I'm going to go for a Spore onto the Giraffe, and then I'm just going to fire off Snarls, right? I can't afford to go for a Ghost type move because of the fact that Indeedee can redirect it. So I'm really just kind of starting to chip away. I could go for a Play Rough. Like, I can't risk it. So if we can survive, if we can get the Spore off, that would be really huge, right? Because then we can just go for we can go for the Last Respects guaranteed. The Snarl here, right? Hoping with the special defense boost and the special attack drop on the Farigiraf that we can survive the Dazzling Gleam, especially because it's spread. Oh, or we're just faster. That's huge, right? We should see now a yeah, we are seeing the Trick Room. That's why I'm going to just fire off as much damage as I can into this Giraffe, right? We know the Indeedee is guaranteed to be asleep this turn, so that should really help us out. I'm going to go for a Giga Drain onto you, and then Last Respects, right? That is our biggest source of damage. Yep, guaranteed asleep this turn, hoping that we can get the knockout here, right? Dazzling Gleam, let's see how much it does. If you knock out my Toedscruel, right, you are going to boost up my attack. And doing absolutely okay. I thought that we were Dark type. I guess that I'm wrong. But yeah, looking at the fact that we are able to just kind of do a ton of damage. Yeah, okay, cool. And now at this point, right, it is just that Indeedee, which probably can't really do much to us at this point, and we should be able to clean things up pretty nicely. With a Giga Drain, and yeah, we can go for the Giga Drain here, and then we can also go for the Play Rough. And so I'm assuming we just need to hit one, and it looks like, yeah, my opponent is going to cancel. So overall, a lot better than yesterday. I'm glad that we were able to get some wins. I need to remember to see the actual thing for the terrestrialization mechanic. Otherwise, I feel like it's not happening. But That's all I got. Huge shout out to Tom once again for the team. We are gonna try and get a bunch of different teams up here, so look forward to that. But yeah, that's all I got for today. Until next time, I hope all of you are wonderful, and I'll see you then.